Let's go, let's go, let's go. Sleazeball here. Welcome into my YouTube channel. This is going to be my stardom, sit-em tight ends for week 3. You're going to see 2 boxes in the middle. I will put the away team at the top, the home team at the bottom. I will give you 3 bars, a green bar, a yellow bar, and a red bar. The green's obviously the must start. The yellow will be if I think it's a possible good player or not. The red will be a must sit-em. And as always, guys, if you like the content, like and subscribe right there down below. It helps your boy a ton. We are chasing 1,000 subs. We just started this about 2 weeks ago. We're at 400. It is growing rapidly. All the support is greatly appreciated. I'm trying to bring you the best fantasy football content to help you win your leagues. And if you guys have any questions, drop them down there as well, and I'll try to answer them as fast as I can. And let's start balling, baby. Let's go. We are going to start off with an absolute crazy call right here for Thursday Night Football. And the tight end position has been killing everyone. It is going to be the 49ers and the Giants. So Darren Waller is going to be a must start every week. And this is a perfect spot for Darren Waller explosion right here. If you just watched my wide receiver video before, I like the volume that the Giants are going to see in this game. The question is, how bad does this game get out of hand? Is Waller even playing, because he's older, into the third quarter, to the fourth quarter, if they're getting blown out? That's a worrisome thing. But Waller should see over 10 targets in this game. Should be a monster Waller smash game. Now, using that same information right there, going to George Kittle. I mean, there's so many weapons in San Francisco that this is Kittle's numbers right now. He has 9 targets, 6 receptions, and 49 yards through 2 games. No touchdowns. Okay. Now, Thursday night, no Saquon. The Niners are going to run this team over. Is Kittle even going to get any production in this game? I mean, if he doesn't score in the first quarter on the first drive, you're probably looking at a 4-point game for Kittle. So I would like guys like Cade Otton or, someone way deeper. It is bold to sit Kittle, but this is one of my bold predictions of the week is to sit George Kittle tomorrow night on Thursday Night Football. And I'm a Niner fan, so it's hard to say. Heading into the next game here, we are going to be going. The Rams are coming to town against the Bengals. Now, Tyler Higbee has been really strange to me with Cooper Kupp out, how Matthew Stafford is just targeting the wide receivers. I mean, here, Tyler Higbee has 10 targets, 6 receptions, 61 yards. He had a decent week 1 compared to all the tight end points that happened. But this man is on the field at a 92% snap share rate. I don't understand why he's not getting the ball more. It's driving me crazy. I have him in my league, and I'm sitting him this week. It's just how I know the tight end is struggling for everyone. They get the Bengals. This is a smash play. The Bengals are 5th worst for tight end through 2 weeks, but that could be also because their offense is, atrocious lately. So it's very tough. But I'm going to be sitting Higbee, but it is a must. I'm sitting him in my league, but it is a must start. I mean, this position is so bad, it's a must start. I am going to be playing Njoku over it, by the way, if you're wondering. Heading down to Irv Smith Jr., another great position for him to be a good tight end with how tight ends go. I mean, he doesn't have great numbers on the season. He has 9 targets through 2 games, 27 yards. Absolutely terrible. But so is every tight end right now. I mean, this position is absolutely horrendous. So Irv Smith has the athletic ability, and if Joe Burrow plays, he's yellow. Like, he's a decent tight end play. He could find the end zone, especially against the Rams' young secondary and linebackers. It just depends on Burrow for me. I would put him in green because I like this game to be higher scoring than most. The Rams offense is moving, and if Joe Burrow plays, I think they're going to come out angry, and it's going to be a good Bengals game. But that's all depending to the Joe Burrow update when it comes Monday night, which is a long ways away, so I'll leave him in yellow for now. Heading into Arrowhead Stadium, this is going to be one of the plays where I like both tight ends in this game. So Cole Kmet, if you look at the average floor of tight ends right now, he's averaging 6 points, which is better than 80% of the tight ends right now. He's got 13 targets, puts him in top 5 target range for tight ends, 82 receiving yards, hasn't found the end zone yet, and Justin Fields looks lost. That's the only problem I have with Cole Kmet. But this should be a game where they're down, and the passing volume should be massive. The Chiefs versus tight end are 12th. It's not great. They're below middle of the pack. This could be a smash Cole Kmet game. I like him a lot in DFS. Even in regular line, I'm starting with how tight ends are. It's Cole Kmet is a must start. Robert Tonyan, still red, but if something happened to Cole Kmet, something to think about with Robert Tonyan. The king himself, Travis Kelce, didn't look himself really in week 1 off the injury. Still got the touchdown. Dropped another touchdown still. this is going to be a Travis Kelce game right here. He's going to get 15 plus. I'm not going to say a 30-point due game, but this is going to be like a 15 plus Travis Kelce smash game. I think they're going to feed the beast. He's a must start every week. He's going to be my tight end 1 on the week 2. Heading down to Florida, the land of the Pirates. We're going to have the Eagles versus the Bucks in this game. And Dallas Goedert, man, this is really, really rough for an elite tight end right now. I know that Jalen Hurts started to target him more. I mean, he had 0 points in week 1, and then in week 2, he got the 8 targets. He got 7 targets, 6 receptions, only 22 yards. Tampa Bay is very bad versus the tight end. They are very bad versus the pass. You know, this should be a Dallas Goedert play, but with how his first 2 weeks have gone, I've got to put him in yellow. I don't have Dallas Goedert as a must start right now, which is crazy to say until I see otherwise right now. I do like the target volume, but he did nothing with it. So, I mean, and this guy's on the field a massive amount for tight ends, 94%. Feed this man. That's all it is. Feed the rock to Goddard. Now, heading to Tampa. This is my number 1 sleeper stardom tight end of the week, Cade Otton. Okay. So week 1, rough start for him. Week 2 saw 6 targets, balled out 52. That's great numbers for a tight end, right? But here is why. Week 1, and they're playing Philly, right? And Philly's defense is destroyed with injuries, and they're terrible versus the tight end. Week 1, Philly gave up tight end 1 overall to Hunter Henry, 15 points. Week 2, Philly gave up tight end 1 to TJ Hawkinson with 26 points. Cade Otton is an I'm not even going to call him a streamer. He's a must-start tight end for me this week. I feel like he's going to feast over, like Kittle, like I was saying, over Kittle. I like him over Goddard. I think he's going to see mad production this week. He's one of my great one of my crazy calls for stardom of the week. Another interesting game where there's a tight end that you should keep your eye on, just like my Cade Otton call with Tampa. This is going to be the Colts at the Ravens, okay? If you don't know who Kylen Granson is, I put Kyle on there, should be an on there. Kylen Granson. He is top 10 in targets. He has 7 receptions, 55 yards, found the end zone. He's at a 70 or 61.1% snap share right now, which is going up from week 1. He's top 10 in receptions. He's top 2 in yak for a tight end, and no one even knows who this guy is. Now you play the Ravens, okay? They're going to be down. This is a game where passing volume is going to be high, and I think Gardner Minshew is going to play, which I think will help him even more because Anthony Richardson's still learning the system. He's a rookie. I know that Richardson looks like an absolute beast, but he's got to stop taking hits. So I think he's going to keep this job, but I put Jelani Woods on here also in red. He's on IR. He was my favorite sleeper tight end coming into the year, but Kylen Granson is looking actually good. So I don't even know if they're going to run 2 tight end sets. So they're not going to take Kylen off the field. So Jelani Woods might be losing value, but someone to keep an eye on. For the Ravens, Mark Andrews will always be green, no matter what the matchup is. He's number 2 superstar at tight end behind Kels. I mean, he last week came out off injury, 83.8% snap share. There was no likely. There was nothing. He's always going to be on the field. Nothing to talk about here. Mark Andrews is always a must start. This is going to be my number 2 stardom tight end on the week. I put him at 4 overall in my rankings video before because you have Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews. I didn't want to put him above him. But David Njoku versus the Titans. Now that Nick Chubb, man, poor Nick Chubb, he is going to see a massive amount of volume. The Tennessee Titans only stop the run. They don't stop the pass. This is his smash game for me. I'm going to say 10 plus points. He finds the end zone. This has Njoku written all over it. Amari Cooper is also one of my smash plays. If you saw my wide receiver before, I think this is going to be Deshaun Watson. They're not going to be able to run the ball against the Titans. That's just doesn't happen. So this is a pass game all the way. I like Njoku so much this week. DFS, everything. Smash, smash, smash. Now coming over to the Titans side with Chigoziem Okonkwo. I was so high on this guy. He's so athletic. He's like a Kyle Pitts, man. He's stuck on the wrong team. I mean, this is like, I said this in the video before. One of my boys said, this is where receivers and tight ends go to die. And it just is. He's on the field at all times. He has 6 targets, 4 receptions, 35 yards. Okay. This guy's on the field at 83% of the snaps, and that's all he's seen. DeAndre Hopkins saw nothing last game. the Titans offense is always going to be Henry till it's over, and they need to switch it up somehow. Vrabel's got to do something. I mean, it's very tough to start any Titans receivers at all. But I'm going to go green on this game because I think they're going to be behind, hopefully, if the Browns show up. And I think this is a Chig game because you're going to have Denzel Ward on D-Hop. You're going to have Treylon Burks. I'm not really high on Treylon Burks. I think Chig finds the end zone here. I think he is a green start. The Raiders and the Steelers. I cannot explain what is going on with Pat Freiermuth. I just, it doesn't make sense. This guy went from 98 targets last year and through 2 games right now with Deontay Johnson being hurt halfway through the first game. He has 4 targets, 1 reception, and 3 yards. Can someone please tell me where Pat Freiermuth has gone and what is going on with the Steeler offense? This is the last shot for him right here. I'm go green. The Raiders are not good at stopping the tight end. He should be a smash play, but I probably should have put him in yellow because, God, he's not getting any work at all. And when it comes to the Raiders tight ends, I don't think Michael Mayer has a reception on the year, man. They drafted in the 2nd round. I mean, I don't know what is going on with Jimmy G not passing to him or Austin Hooper, what it is, but it is no bueno in the tight end world for Las Vegas, man. Heading into the Bills game, this guy is looking like a great value at tight end. Dalton Kincaid is probably going to be a must start for me as a rookie every week now, and it's crazy to say. He is getting insane snap share for rookie. He lines up in the slot, X, Y, all over the place. I even saw him come out of the backfield last week. He's got 10 targets headed his way. That's top 10 already as a rookie. Only dropped 9 receptions, has 1 drop, 69 yards, that's literally top 10 tight end numbers right there by itself with how bad the tight end position is. Only getting better, only getting integrated in the system more with Josh Allen. I think he's going to be a league-winning tight end down the stretch at the rate the tight ends are going right now. He is a must-start for me. In yellow, Dawson Knox is getting a lot of work too. It's ridiculous. They're running double tight ends, which does hurt, Kincaid's value a little bit, but I still think one of these weeks here, I'm going to say either this week or next week, Kincaid's going to find the end zone and have a big game. But he's always going to be a must-start for the floor play either way. Logan Thomas has been the biggest surprise at tight end. I know he got rocked last week in the end zone on that touchdown catch. He's in concussion protocol. He's old. I don't know if he's going to make it back. If he does make it back, he is a must-start, okay? Think about this. He only played 6 quarters, right? He got hurt at the end of the second half with that touchdown catch. He already had 11 targets. Okay. He had 8 targets week 1. He was on his way to like 6, 7, 8 targets week 2. That'd be the most targeted tight end in the NFL. 65 yards and a touchdown. I never saw any of this coming. I mean, Logan Thomas is a startable tight end. I never would have said that. It's actually crazy. I have him in green if he plays this week. Heading on down to Duval County, the Texans versus the Jags. So I really want to put Dalton Schultz in green every week. I feel like CJ Stroud is just finding the vibe with him in week 2. He did absolutely nothing in week 1. He had 1 reception. He had 1.5 points. It was bad. Last week, he got a ton of targets. He got 8 targets, 38 yards. Not great production, but Dalton Schultz is a $9 million tight end. This guy is going to get integrated. Right now, I can't fully start him out and the volume will be there this game too. So I'll put like he's a fringe yellow-green start right here. I mean, I like Dalton Schultz over Kittle. I'd take him over Kittle this week. But I got to see more production from him. 38 yards for him. He's a star tight end. Is very, very low. And now heading down to Jacksonville here with Evan Ingram, I missed on this one. I thought that he would not see that much volume. I thought that the tight ends would be, he'd be behind Ridley, he'd be behind Kirk, he'd be behind Zay, he'd be the 4th option, ETN out the backfield. Not the case here. 13 targets for this guy, okay? Top 3. He's the 3rd tight end right now. He has 106 receiving yards, which blows every tight end besides Hunter Henry out the water. You know what I mean? Like, his value is insanely good right now. I still think it's a sell high on Evan Ingram if you can. I mean, if you're looking to upgrade a tight end, but the upgrade's not that great. But I guess he's going to produce all year. I guess the connection with T-Law is real. I completely missed all this in the draft. Evan Ingram is going to be a must start till otherwise right now. Here we go with this game. I mean, so last week I made a bold prediction. These are crazy calls, by the way. I had a bold prediction that Adam Troutman and Durham Smythe would both have a touchdown last week. And it was a goose egg at 1 point between the both of them. Adam Troutman did not even do nothing. Absolutely nothing. They need Greg Dulcich back. I don't know why they thought Troutman was going to be the starting tight end. I'm just baffled at all red. He actually played 82% of the snaps and saw nothing. So, I mean, in a shootout game. So, that's very strange to me for him. Coming down to Smythe, though, this is very interesting to think about right here. He's on a powerful offense, right? The Dolphins are always going to be moving the ball. He is the number one tight end in the NFL at snap share at 97%. This guy never comes off the field, blocking, running, passing, whatever it is, and no one even knows who he is, really. I'm not saying he's a startable tight end, but if he starts to pick it up and click with Tua here in an offense like that, it's something you got to like with how rough this tight end position is treating us all here in 2023. So, I mean, keep your eye on Durham Smythe just for flat out, because this guy's all over the field. He never comes off. So, I mean, something to think about. I'm going to put him in yellow because the position is so bad. I'm not like a high start on him, but, you know, if you need a dart throw, I like Durham Smythe as a dart throw because his usage is through the roof. Finally get to talk about him. Hunter Henry and the Patriots are going into the Jet Stadium, and Hunter Henry, if he is on your waiver wire still, your league needs help. This guy is tight end 1 overall, averaging the most points, 11.4 points, 13 targets, 11 receptions, 108 yards, the most yards for a tight end, 2 touchdowns, the most touchdowns for a tight end. And Mac Jones looks good. He is locked onto him. The Patriots have the most pass attempts, have the most pass completions. He is QB7 overall. He has the number 1 QB rating on deep balls right now, over 15 yards, which is crazy to me by his QBR or stat-wise. I mean, this is a buy now if you can with how bad the tight end position is. Hunter Henry is an absolute steal all season. I am in on Hunter Henry after watching 2 games of Mac Jones. Very, very nice play. I missed on this one too. I think everyone missed on this one, but very, very good value here with Hunter Henry. Must start every week unless something changes. Mike Gesicki, though, he's also out there 65% of the time. Everyone was super hyped on Gesicki coming in. They run double tight end sets a lot in the games. Hasn't produced yet. He is one of those guys that could catch you a touchdown, though, like DFS, cheap throw, or, you know, super flex, double, you know, if you need a tight end, if you're hurt or something. He's out there. It's just no production yet because Hunter Henry is the guy. This is the last time I put Gesicki in yellow because the Jets really struggle versus the tight ends. They're number 1, the worst. So this is a smash play for both. That's the only reason I have him in yellow. It's because the corners are going to lock up the receivers. You have Sauce. They're teed, but in the linebacker position, they're not good at stopping the tight end. Give me Hunter Henry all day and Mike Gesicki maybe too. Heading to the Jets side, it's over. It's done. It's done. Everything's done. Sell them all. Conklin, the volume will be there. Zach Wilson is so bad. I mean, they'll be down almost every game they're playing in from here on out, and their defense is phenomenal. I feel so bad for their defense. They're going to be on the field just tired as shit all game. I mean, look how they kept him in Monday night with Zach Wilson. Like, they kept him in that game for the win by themselves. Like, it was ridiculous. He still has 7 targets, 6 receptions, 52 yards, which is like middle tier for tight ends. But I just don't like anything with the Jets. I'm selling. I don't own any of the Jets in my own, thank God. Like best ball I do and stuff, but I would get rid of every Jet I have right now after watching Zach Wilson play. I can't do it. Here we go. Listen to this. If you listen to anything from this video right here, this is going to be my informational drop right here that you need to listen to. We're going to go to the Cowboys and the Cardinals game, right? So Zach Ertz is the most targeted tight end right now in the NFL. Number 1. Hasn't done much with it. 18 targets, 12 receptions, 77 yards, right? And this guy's usage is still at 80%. He's old, coming off injury. His average yard share is number 2. He's number 3 in red zone targets. They are featuring this guy for a trade. So this game is going to be Cowboys are going to mop him out the building. It's going to be over in a heartbeat. But he's going to see tons of volume, okay? It is a play for now that it's a must-start tight end play at this point. But it's not like this is where you think about Trey McBride, right? Because if they, like, I'm thinking in my head that they're looking for a 6th or 7th round draft pick to trade Ertz for rebuild for the future, or look for Caleb Williams or Marvin Harrison or whatever it is. This is where Trey McBride you need to start paying attention to, because look at the volume that Zach Ertz is getting now, and Zach Ertz is not going to be their tight end for all year at his age. Why would they do that, right? So they're featuring him now. Remember Trey McBride come like week 6, week 7 around the trade deadline time. That'll be a hit. The next knowledge bomb here is this is the perfect game right here to buy Jake Ferguson. So the Cowboys, like I said, are going to be up 25-30-0, whatever it is. They might have 40-0 at this point. So this is going to be a slow game here for Jake Ferguson, but his numbers are phenomenal in limited work that he's had on the field. He has 11 targets, and he's only ran 46 routes. That is a 25% target share rate. He is number 1. Actually, it's my bad, 43.8% target share rate. He ran 36 routes. And he's barely on the field because the Cowboys are blowing everyone out. This is like a go-to guy for Dak right here. His metrics are through the roof. He's number 4 in targets in limited time. He has 5 red zone targets. 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Think about that for a second. Number 1 at the tight end position, and he hasn't even played. Buy now on Jake Ferguson. This, if he, say they blow him out the water and he doesn't even play, this is a perfect value steal right here. Cheesehead time. Juwan Johnson and the Saints and Taysom Hill are heading to Lambeau. Now, if your league, Juwan Johnson, I don't know what, a lot of people were hounding him coming in. I'd never really buy the Juwan Johnson. He only has 5 targets, 3 receptions, 36 yards, and his snap share is still high, 70%. He's only getting 16% target rate. It's the Olave Michael Thomas show, and Kamara's about to come back. I mean, Juwan Johnson should be on your waiver wires. Interesting play, though, this week, okay? Taysom Hill ran for 80-plus yards last week. And is he registered as a tight end in your Yahoo or whatever league you're in? And you now have Jamal Williams with his hammy, who looks like he's going to miss the game. I know that Kendre Miller's back. They're not going to feed the rookie that much. I mean, look what they do with Jahmyr Gibbs, right? They're not going to feed him in his first game off injury. This could be a sneaky Taysom Hill blow up, like, where he has those 20-point games and wins your matchup right here. So if Taysom Hill is on your wire, definitely something to look at this week. I mean, I might even flex him depending on the updates that come up. Like if I have let's say I'm starting Dallas Goedert or something. Well, I'd rather start Taysom over Dallas Goedert. Let me give you a better example. Say I have Mark Andrews, right? And I have Mark Andrews at tight end. I would run Taysom at flex at this point if he gets the nod at running back. Dude, he's a beast, man. And he'll get the goal line work. He might even throw a touchdown. He might even catch. He's such a versatile asset when he actually plays. That is why I have him in green, pending the updates. So, I mean, if it's like, oh, he's not going to play that much, then, drop him down. But he's my sneaky play of the week. Over to the Luke Musgrave. He has been very, very impressive as a rookie out the gates. I mean, listen to these metrics real quick. Air yards for a tight end, number 1. Air yards share for a tight end, number 3 at 26%. Target depth A dot for a tight end, number 1. Deep targets for tight end, number 1. Receiving yards in the NFL, number 3, okay, for tight end position. And he's a rookie. I would never expect any of this to come from Luke Musgrave. I know that Christian Watson's coming back this week, or looks like he's practicing in full. Maybe take a little volume away, or could open up, more. I mean, he's actually a startable tight end as a rookie. It's crazy that all these rookies are actually startable. I like Kincaid. I'm going to get to Laporta here in a second. I mean, Laporta looks unbelievable, but I'll get to that in a second. Luke Musgrave is a must start with how the tight end position is right now, 100%. And right on cue, we get Sam Laporta. Kyle Pitts and the Falcons are going against Detroit. And even in my tight end ranking video, I put Kyle Pitts at 11. Realistically, that's just hoping on a prayer, right? I mean, he should see 10 targets in this game. This guy has only run like 47 routes. He's done absolutely nothing. He's in the wrong system. It's like we always hope and pray, and it's going to happen. He's such a risk weekly at tight end that I don't know why anyone even drafts him anymore. It drives me crazy. I mean, if this is the Lions game right here, this should be an absolute smash Kyle Pitts play, and I have him in red because I don't trust him. I don't trust Arthur Smith. I don't trust the pass game. Desmond Ridder does not look that good. I know he dropped 20 points last week, but he scrambled a lot for that too. I mean, cut bait and get out right now if you can. Even if he has, okay, put it this way. If he has a big game here, like 16, 17 points, finds the end zone, ship him as fast as you can because his name is big enough that people will love the buy. 100% get out of this. But if there's ever a game where he could do it, this would be it. I know that's like said a lot with him, but I feel like this one would be it. But I still don't trust him. Now, to the Lions side, Sam Laporta from Iowa U is out of his mind. I mean, this guy, 88% tight end 1 usage on the field. He is a 6.2 average floor right now through 2 games as a rookie, which is tight end 9 overall, which is unbelievable. I mean, and he's just going to get better and better. Week 1, he didn't have that much. He has 72% snap share, so he's going up and up. Blocking is insane. That's going to keep you on the field. He sprung the win against the Chiefs by blocking 2 guys as a rookie on the D-line. That was insane. He's absolutely masterclass rookie tight end right here. I love Sam Laporta. He will be on my stardom all year at this rate. Panthers. They're going into the 12th man. This is going to be rough for the team as a whole. But I do like Hayden Hurst this week. I liked him last week too, but he played the Saints. I know Saints are number 1 versus the tight end. I should have put that in my video that he was going to have a bad week, but I was hoping that the rookie would target him, Bryce Young. But 7 targets, 5 receptions. A rough week 2. He had a great week 1, found the end zone. Seattle is 4th worst versus the tight end. This is a smash play. The Panthers will be behind 100%. You're not going to see Bryce Young go into Seattle with the 12th man rocking and have a baller game, really. I don't see that happening. The Panthers offense looks abysmal. I mean, it is tough sledding for yards out there for Bryce Young. I do think he has like a promising future ahead, but it looks really rough for 2023. Now to the Seattle side, we had a Noah Fant sighting last week. He had 56 yards out of nowhere. I don't know what, I don't trust Noah Fant any week. I'm going to put him in red. Will Dissly, too. I think this is the Kenneth Walker show. I think they get ahead, and he just runs them out the building. I mean, Hayden Hurst, I'm going to put in green as a nice start because the volume will be there. And again, the tight end position is so rough. I mean, I can see Hayden finding the end zone in this game. Seattle's really bad against the tight end. So Hayden Hurst is definitely green, and Noah Fant and Will Dissly are going to stay red probably all year. The shootout game of week 3. If you've seen any of my other videos that I've done for running back, wide receiver, I want every part of this game. The only problem I have is I've just never been a Gerald Everett fan. It's just so hard for me. But I mean, if there's ever a game like the Kyle Pitts conversation, ever a game that Gerald Everett could give you a tight end spot play, this is it. Okay. I'm going to project 35, 33 or 38, 35. It's going to be over 60 points in this game. Both these teams had no defense. They're both terrible versus the tight end. They're both terrible versus wide receivers. It's going to be real ugly defensively. It's going to be great offensively. Gerald Everett, I'd probably put him around my tight end 15, but he could find the end zone for sure this week. TJ Hawkinson, absolute smash play, coming off a 26-point game. I feel like this is the Jettas game, though, but every game's been the Jettas game so far, but I feel like this is like the Jettas explosion game. TJ Hawkinson never really consistently puts together 20 bombs. He always drops like a 26, and then he stays like at an 8-point floor, and then like 5 weeks later, he'll drop a 30 bomb. But he is a 100% smash play in this game. I'm making my bold prediction. This is like Justin Jefferson, 235-plus point fantasy game. So TJ Hawkinson's definitely green. Gerald Everett's going to go yellow. Gerald Everett could be a nice play, though, even though I have him in yellow. This game is going to be massive scoring. That is it for my tight end sit-em stardoms for week 3. As always, if you guys like the content, go down below, like and subscribe. Help your boy out. That is my 4th video of the day. My voice is shot. I will be doing some shorts tomorrow of buy nows. I'll do like 5 players, like under a minute, and just drop them in there what I think, and sell nows and strategies you can use. And if you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, trades, anything fantasy football, drop it down below. I will answer them as fast as I can. And I'll catch you guys the next one, guys. Have a good one.